Fletcher, you've been around a long time. How good is this defense?
I think we got a chance to be special. But the biggest thing is, a lot of people talk about how talented we are in defense and the depth that we have. But I think at the end of the day, we still got to put it together. That's when you take the time in training camp and doing everything that, the stuff, the joint practices. I think we took a step forward with that, going against looks we haven't seen before. And just really like players adjusting to what the things we haven't seen before. And that's a good sign for us.
You've had preseasons where the starters have played. You've had preseasons like this. How do you think you guys are ready for the season after the camp and the preseason?
I think we'll be ready. I think coach and he knows what he's doing. I mean, he did those joint practices for a reason. I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of like playing a game from the reps that we get. Obviously, it's not live, but the reps that we get. It's a lot. It takes a lot out of you, and I think coach is being smart, just trying to protect the players, knowing that we went through two, obviously against Cleveland, the 2 days of loaded reps, and then one against Miami last week. So I think they're doing a good job at it, and we just got to continue to trust them and get ready for week 1.
Do you feel any different this year versus last year at this time?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing is comfortable with the scheme of defense, knowing what to expect, and not getting in my own way. I think last year it was chances I got in my own way, and that's been my goal. Just don't get in my own way this year, and I've been having a lot of fun doing it. Understanding the scheme and understanding the coaching and what every coach want me to do, Coach Rock and JG. So it's been fun.
What do you mean by that? Not getting
Just mentally, just kind of getting in my head, But again, that's behind me. That was last year, so I'm looking forward to this season. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Where do you think you are in the standing within the league right now? I mean, do you still feel like you can be a top defensive tackle?
I mean, go look at the numbers. I mean, obviously, I'm proven to be, one of the best D tackles in the game. I don't feel like I've lost a step of anything. I still do this thing. Still can, take over a game. Like I have been doing, like I'm known to do. So you enjoy it and you have fun with it as long as you can.
There was times last year where you were frustrated with how you were being used. What was the sort of give and take between yourself and Jonathan Gannon to find a spot that was right for you?
And just coach the player, right? Those are things that we talk about, and I don't think it's meant for a lot of people to know what we talk about amongst coaches and players. I think that we both understand each other, and the way that the things are structured this year is the same way as last year. So the biggest thing again, don't get in my own way, go have fun doing it, and just get a lot of wins.
You watch Jordan Davis and Milton Williams, especially in the preseason games. What kind of teaching points do you give them, based on how they played and everything?
I mean, not unless I go out and pick the little things. I pick the little things about them, and I just coach them through it. It could be a step, one step was in too far. It could be hand placement on certain things, way to play double teams, way to recognize how teams are trying to block you, how they're trying to attack our defense, and I think they're both doing a great job of just understanding just the game of football, and obviously just being a pro.
His defense was second to last in the league in sacks last year. What's going to be different this year?
I mean, it'll be different. I mean, again, it's the second year in the scheme, obviously, and we added some pieces to get after the quarterback. We just can't get in. Like I said, we just got to get after it. We just can't be in put out 7 situations where we are almost second to last in the league in sacks. We got to turn that around.
You've been around a long time and been on winning teams, losing teams. Do you get a sense at this point in your career, just before the season when you're in the locker room, of what makes a winning team and what might not make a winning team? Can you look at this team now and get that vibe? Is there anything about it?
I think the biggest thing is, what's different from, any other team that I've been a part of, even, you see things as a player. I think what Howie's done and Coach Sirianni done is they brought really great players in here, but not only that, they brought really good people in. And it's really good guys in that locker room, and nobody's making it about them. Everybody want to win, and when you got good guys like that, the combination, and we all play together. I mean, I think the sky's the limit. But again, we gotta, it started with week one, right? We gotta win the first game and then move on, take them 1 week at a time.
Fletcher talked about some of the talent added. Do you notice the presence on the pass rush with Hassan? Do you notice the difference? Do you notice the difference in sort of run support with Jordan in there?
Absolutely. I mean, not even notice the difference with Hassan in there, but I mean, Brandon Graham. I mean, with a healthy BG and Haas and a healthy Derek and Sweaty and Josh Sweat, I think that, you know, any team that comes to the link or wherever we go can feel that pressure. I mean, obviously with Jordan in there, obviously he was a run stopper in college, but now he's taking the next step to play every down. And we've had that talk before. You got to be ready to play every down, not just first and second.
Couple more for Fletcher. We'll get Lane in.
Fletcher, right now, from a standpoint of what you're doing every day or throughout the camp, it hasn't been overly physical. There hasn't been tackling to the ground. In the long run, do you think this is an advantage?
I mean, we got a bunch of guys healthy. You know, we got some guys maybe dinged up a little bit, but I think the times that we did practice, we practiced. I mean, I don't think we can look at the schedule or the time of being out there. I think that we got a lot of reps, and we didn't waste a lot of time being on the field. We got a lot of reps. We got great work, and we all knew as a team and as a player that, you know, we'll have days off here, but when we work, we work. A lot of guys noticed that. And, you know, a lot of guys took fully advantage of that. When we went out there, we was full speed to the ball. Everybody's flying around, healthy, felt great. So I think, you know, we got a lot of pros on this team, a lot of professionals, and everybody, you know how to get ready for actual game.
If I'm not mistaken, you didn't miss a practice all summer. They used to have over 30 days. Was that kind of eliminated, or is that something you just didn't want?
You said I didn't do what now?
The over 30 days, they used to give over 30 guys out some days off or something like that. Was that taking away?
I mean, to my doing training camp? No, their schedule was structured. They had it where we had our days, and you know we had days where we walked through, and I mean we just make this. I don't make the schedule, but you know it was the guys that played 10+ years was well taken care of.
As you got up there, you said it feels like 2012 being on the podium. What would 2022 Fletcher Cox say to 2012 Fletcher Cox?
Man, just appreciate it. Just appreciate every moment. I think I was talking to Coach Jeremiah Washburn the other day, and I was like, man, 11 years, you know, my 11th training camp, you know, it kind of makes you think about it, and you appreciate it, you know, just so much. You know, you look at all the young guys and they ask you, again, you know, how many years you been doing this? You say 11. They say, wow. I say, yeah, man, I'm, you know, very blessed and humbled to be here.
Brandon had said earlier that he took time, you know, during camp this year to sort of take things in. Have you done that as well?
Every day I did. You know, even every day in the meeting room I do, because I'm looking at, you know, Jordan Davis, Milt Williams, you know, Marvin, Marlon, Grave, even all those guys. You know, I think I got maybe 4 or 5 years on Grave, but still just sitting in the back of the room, just looking at, you know, Jordan was probably in middle school when I got drafted or something. So, and it's you know, you just take that all in, enjoy it, and you know, just try to pass all the knowledge down to those guys.
Thanks, bud.